Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1. It's the bald and the beautiful. Everything from Nashville to Hollywood on My Country 96.1.
All right, we start with Dan and Shay. Their new song, Glad You Exist, would not exist if it wasn't for Dan and his wife, Abby. Allegedly, Dan says he would say that to Abby all the time and wrote down the phrase and brought it up in a songwriting session, and the rest is history. Great song. Old Dominion, if you want to buy some Old Dominion merch, wait till Friday. They're having a sale on Friday to benefit their crew, trying to keep everyone paid and every family with food on the table. Good job, Old Dominion. Friday, a merch sale to benefit their roadies, their crew, their drivers, all those folks. There's a softball team in Houston, just a regular softball team that's making waves on TikTok. They like to sing songs from the dugout, country songs. I have not checked it out myself, but getting a lot of buzz. Dylan Carmichael is engaged to his girlfriend. February 6th, they got engaged 2 years after they met on that same date. So I suppose we know what the wedding date will be. Feb 6 is their day, right? And Michael Ray will be on The Doctors Friday episode talking about heart health. His uncle and grandpa both passed from heart complications. Friday's episode of The Doctors with Michael Ray. Sad news out of the NFL yesterday. Legendary coach Marty Schottenheimer passed at 77, battled Alzheimer's for a long time, and probably has to be the best coach never to make a Super Bowl. Forget about winning a Super Bowl. Never to make a Super Bowl. His career record is 200 wins, 126 losses, which is amazing. It's a great record in the NFL. He has the 7th most wins of all time. And even more so, he was known as a really good person. There's not one person speaking badly about him or saying that they did not like him as a coach. Everyone has glorious things to say about him. He also took really bad teams and got the most out of them. The Browns, Chiefs, Chargers, when they were really bad and turned them around. So, well done. Great career and sad news from the folks surrounding Marty Schottenheimer. He was in hospice care, surrounded by his family the last few days. The Super Bowl had their lowest audience since 2007. I guess pandemic, everyone staying home doesn't matter. People want the Super Bowl parties more. Lowest audience in 14 years. The Weeknd, his music up 385% in sales since his halftime performance. And a disturbing story, you know the story about Britt Reed, Andy Reid's son. Andy Reid, the coach of the Chiefs, his son Britt Reed, who's had many run-ins with alcohol and drunk driving, and I believe the story has even pulled a gun on someone while driving drunk years ago. Britt Reed was finally put on administrative leave by the Chiefs. The day before the Super Bowl, hit another car, and there's a 5-year-old now in critical condition, still in the hospital in critical condition. We don't know the status or what's going to happen. The thing that sits wrong with me on this is if this was a player, he would have been released an hour after the accident. And by the way, Britt Reed admitted to police that he was drinking. If this was a coach not related to Andy Reid, he would have been released from the team immediately. There has to be more. Administrative leave is not enough. They should have cut ties with Britt Reed, and I think it's time. Andy Reid has had a lot of issues with his children and a lot of family stuff going on. I think it's time, especially since Britt has been enabled all these years. Maybe they move on to a new coach. That's my prediction, is Andy Reid has coached his last game for the Chiefs. We shall see. They have a great assistant, Eric Bieniemy, who everyone thinks should be a head coach. They should just make him the coach. Craig Ferguson, the old host of Late Show on CBS, getting hero status now for when he refused to make fun of Britney back in 2007. You know, there's a big to-do about this new Britney documentary where we did not treat her nice. Media did not treat her nice back in the day. Craig Ferguson getting a pass on that for how he supported her in a monologue one night. Alex Trebek's wardrobe from Jeopardy going to a homeless organization so they can prepare people for job interviews. That is a beautiful thing. The NTSB released their report on the Kobe Bryant helicopter crash from over a year ago. It was noted that the pilot flew into thick clouds and got disoriented. They also said that Kobe did not force the pilot up off the ground saying, "Let's go, we gotta go." It was the pilot who probably shouldn't have taken off and went into thick cloud cover. The Wizard of Oz getting a remake. Allegedly, this is the quote, a fresh take on The Wizard of Oz. It better be good. You got a classic that's almost 100 years old. In 18 years, it'll be 100 years old. 2039. I'm just saying, if you're going to remake The Wizard of Oz, this is like remaking Stairway to Heaven. It better be good. And finally, Kim Kardashian's daughter, North. Kim posted a picture, I think she's 7, posted a picture that North allegedly painted on her Instagram and Twitter. And it is so good, it's being compared to Bob Ross. I really hope it's true and that she painted it, because that is special. It's amazing. TV tonight, CBS, Tough as Nails, Fox with Masked Dancer, Name That Tune, NBC, Chicago Med, Fire, PD. There you have it, you're Bald and the Beautiful, everything from Nashville to Hollywood, my country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.